Hello, welcome to our video.
Hello.
We are now starting a new video series which will explain the new PMBOK Guide 7th edition. The new PMBOK Guide was published in July 2021. In this video, you will get the answers to the questions like how is the PMP exam affected because of this change? Should I study the new PMBOK Guide for the PMP exam? What has changed, and so on.
Yes, PMBOK Guide 7th edition was finally published. I was very excited to see that. Compared to the previous version, we see a substantial change.
Let's start with the question which the people who prepare for the PMP exam think about most. How is the PMP exam affected because of this change?
The most current exam content outline was published on January 2nd, 2021. The exam content outline did not change after that. So, a change in the PMP exam is not expected. When the exam content outline was updated, it was anticipated that PMBOK Guide 7th edition would be published in the same year.
Suppose a student took a PMP exam preparation course from an authorized training partner of PMI, that's abbreviated as ATP, which was aligned with the exam content outline published on January 2nd, 2021. How should that student study for the PMP exam now?
Our company, İstanbul Kurumsal Gelişim, is an ATP. We give access keys to our students, which are provided by PMI. Our students can reach the most current version of the student guide and other material like slides and sample questions to study for the PMP exam for 1 year. This is the case even if these documents change. Among other references, these are the key materials to study for the PMP exam.
Okay, suppose that a student finished studying PMBOK Guide 6th edition and other relevant materials and is about to take the PMP exam. Should the student study PMBOK Guide 7th edition now before taking the exam?
My opinion is no. As I said before, the exam content outline did not change, and a change in the PMP exam is not expected. Another teacher might as well give another piece of advice, but this is my own opinion.
Okay, thank you. Again, suppose that a student did not study PMBOK Guide 6th edition at all, but wants to prepare for the PMP exam. Should the student study PMBOK Guide 7th edition and other relevant PMI material before taking the exam?
In this case, my opinion is yes. You might think that the information I have been given is inconsistent, but it is not. In other words, what I myself expect is that students are responsible for the knowledge which is included in both PMBOK Guide 6th edition and PMBOK Guide 7th edition. That is the common project management knowledge.
Mr. Izgi, can you tell us something about the content of PMBOK Guide 7th edition?
Sure. Although people say PMBOK Guide 7th edition, it consists of 2 different books. To be accurate, one should say the Standard for Project Management and a Guide to the Project Management Body of Knowledge, PMBOK Guide 7th edition. The first book is the Standard for Project Management, and the second book is a Guide to the Project Management Body of Knowledge, PMBOK Guide 7th edition. They are not sold separately, but they are published together.
What is the difference between standard and guide?
A standard is a document published by an authority, custom, or general consent as a model or example. As an American National Standards Institute, ANSI, standard, the standard for project management was developed. The standard identifies project management principles that guide the behaviors and actions of project professionals and other stakeholders who work on or are engaged with projects. It provides a basis for understanding project management and how it enables intended outcomes. This standard applies regardless of industry, location, size, or delivery approach. For example, predictive, hybrid, or adaptive. It describes the system within which projects operate, including governance, possible functions, the project environment, and considerations for relationship between project management and product management. On the other hand, a body of knowledge describes the knowledge within a profession. The project management body of knowledge includes proven practices that are widely applied, as well as innovative practices that are emerging in the profession. It is constantly evolving. PMBOK Guide identifies a subset of the project management body of knowledge that is generally recognized as good practice. This edition focuses on delivering outcomes regardless of the approach used by the project team. Project practitioners using it also benefit from some level of understanding of how to deliver projects.
What are the chapters in the standard?
They are 1. Introduction, 2. A system for value delivery, and 3. Project management principles.
Why did we move to a principle-based standard?
Research suggested a move away from a prescriptive, process-oriented standard toward one that requires reflection to apply in practice. A shift to narrative or principle-based approach and away from a process-based approach was considered. Comments by the review teams and exposure draft participants collectively affirmed this shift in alignment with research findings and practitioner needs.
What are the chapters in the guide?
They are 1. Introduction, 2. Project performance domains, 3. Tailoring, and 4. Models, methods, and artifacts.
Why did we move to a performance domain-based guide?
In the previous edition, the inputs, tools and techniques, outputs supported implementation of various processes used in project management. The shift from a process-based standard to one based on principles necessitates a different approach for thinking about the various aspects of project management. Thus, the project performance domains represent a group of related activities that are critical for the effective delivery of project outcomes. The guide presents an array of commonly used models, methods, and artifacts that project practitioners can use to accomplish their work.
Now, let's see the changes in more detail. We see them on the screen now. Knowledge areas and process groups are removed, and principles and performance domains are added. As seen in the figure, there's a digital content platform in the website of PMI too. It's new and its name is Standards Plus. You can reach this platform from standardplus.pmi.org.
We've reached the end of this video. Please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. You can support us from our Patreon page. Feel free to attend our Udemy course by clicking the link shown in the description section. Hope to see you in our next video. We'll be glad if you write your comments below our videos. Also, feel free to ask any questions you might have. Contact us using our email addresses if you are interested in our courses. Goodbye.
Bye bye.